can only.
What's good, everybody? Here I am, Nerd Mafia, back at this streaming gig. We're getting back into the prediction games. About to just talk about what went wrong with our whole thing last week and how much we like this show. And then I also want to talk about this little show on Max right now that I didn't really expect to be what it is, called The Penguin. So give you guys a minute to hop right in. I'll get set up and go right through the predictions that we made last week. Definitely have to scrap half the questions that we came up with on the fly for that episode and do them over again. And I'll show you what I mean once we get there. But yeah, man, wondering what you guys actually thought about this last episode that we had, because I'm not like crazy hyped about the show. I didn't think I was going to be, but I sat down and watched it. The first episode came on, and it kind of, what up, Daniel Fisher? It kind of was like what we thought it was going to be, just kind of like a direct sequel to WandaVision. Hit on all the lines that we thought it was going to from the trailer, just kind of copying the mayor from Easttown, or I think that's the name of the show. And we got a couple familiar faces from WandaVision in it. The vibe seemed all right. It seemed like a decently put together show. And we get to episode 2, and all right, we start getting a little witchy. We meet this teen character. What up, Skywalker's Academy? Who, I guess that's going to be like the MacGuffin of interest for the show, right? Like, who is this kid? That's probably what we're going to be guessing about. Some weird spots in the show where he goes to say his name, and then it's like kind of censored out in cursive over his mouth. And then in addition to that, like, we don't get any background when he starts talking about who he is when they're in the car ride to meet one of the witches, I believe, for the coven. So that's interesting. Ooh, I just punched my mic there. I think that's really the main mystery, besides like, what is this whole Witches Road thing going to be about? You're a bold one. But yeah, so we could talk about that a little bit more. I'm probably never going to do a watch party for the show. I just honestly, I've always kind of thought it was weird, man. Sometimes it's kind of fun to chill when you're waiting for those like 3 a.m. premieres, if you're even up that late. But for the most part, like, I want to focus on the show. I don't want to watch your face like reacting to it. You know what I mean? So I don't expect you guys to want to do that to me. So at most, I'll probably like pop on like right after finale or something like that. It's Mephisto. Oh, man, we're gonna have to play some guessing games on that. That might come into the picture when we pick out like one of the questions that I erased. I'm having a hard time like trying to replace it, so I might need an assist from you guys. I thought about putting a Mephisto question in there, but I don't know. We'll get to it. So without further delay, why don't I just go ahead and we'll go ahead and look at what the results were, because we got 2 episodes, and that way people can just jump right in and see how they did. Let me see. I didn't watch Heavy Spoilers Recap. I'm gonna have to go back and look at that before tomorrow. Let's see. So I want the window. This one, okay. Where'd it go? Okay, perfect. All right, here's what we're going to be looking at. Damn it, did I pull up the wrong thing? Let me try this again. All right, I don't know how I did that before. Showed you guys like my whole like control screen. All right, so here's what we've got. Like, decent turnout for the first episode. My wife even jumped in, but then, as you guys can see, for the second one, Things got a little sloppy. Skywalker's Academy forgot to put it in until late. Yeah. And then my wife forgot there was 2 episodes. So we got really like just the 4 of us for a second episode. So the good news is if you haven't played this game yet, just based on how like sloppy like the first 2 episode questions were, and the fact that like not everybody was actually in on it, you probably still got a chance. Put it out there for you. All right. So let's see here. The first question we had was, is Wanda mentioned? I put no, like a dumbass. I thought everything was going to happen in the second episode. So I feel like I got everything wrong in this first one. Everybody else said yes. So good job by you. Let's see if I remember how to do this. I watched Santa do this so many times, so now I'm like trying to remember. Damn. Was it a filter? No. Don't like that. Bro, this is rough. Anybody remember what he did? I wish Santa was up late. Son of a bee. All right, you know what? There's not that many of us. I'll just freaking put in the points for you. So 1, 1, 1, 1. All right. Was there an 80s sitcom or movie reference? Even the episode count may be a commentary. 9 is 333. Interesting. I don't know what you mean by that. Don't know what you're talking about, man. All right. I don't think there was an 80s or 90s sitcom reference or movie. I put sitcom or movie, right? Yeah, I did. So I think all we really got was the Mayor of Easttown. So if you said yes, you get 0 points for that one. No's get a 1. So Santa got the only points for the 90s one. Is there a master sheet? You have to say what the answers are because I'm not able to see and I don't know what happened. Okay. All right. So Skyward Academy, you got 1 point for Wanda being mentioned. You got no points for an 80 sitcom reference or movie reference because there was none of either. You got no points for a 90s sitcom or movie reference because you said yes, just like me, and there was none. Santa's the only one got a point there. Does Rio show up? I said no. Again, I thought all this stuff was going to happen in the second episode. And Skywalker's Academy said yes, so he gets a point. Daniel Fisher gets a point. Star Wars Santa gets a point. None for Ducky Momo. My wife got a point. She is Ashhole, just in case you guys are wondering. Can I do something with this, though? Let's see something here. Dude, I gotta get better at oh, I gotta zoom in. You can't see it. Doing better there, a little bit more. How's that? Looking a lot better. Yeah, I forget how to do everything, man. I gotta I'll be better next week, guys. I promise. All right. So whole control is well, I got that part. That's already done. All right. So we were at the does Rio show up? I need to get this to stay. This is the shot. I want this to just not be hiding. Is that what it is? Freeze. I think that's it. Yeah. Okay. No, that's not it. Son of a bitch. Free cells. Yeah, you're right. I'm so bad with this, dude. It's a little bit different on like Google Sheets too. Maybe swap them. I'm gonna like go back and look at Santa's old like thing because I knew how to do it just from watching him do it. All right. That should do it. All right, cool. That's what I wanted. All right. Last question we did was does Rio show up? Does a Westview Citizen show cameo? So they do that in both episodes. We get the neighbor Herb and then Mrs. Hart. Ooh, so that's actually it's pretty much a gimme. I don't remember if I left that one. I'll have to go back and look at that. So I get one. Skyworks Academy gets one. Dana Fisher gets one. No for Santa. No for Momo. One for Ashhole. All right. Does Agatha create a coven? She didn't do this in the first episode. She just kind of snapped out of it. So no would be the right answer. So me, Skyworks Academy, Dana Fisher. Santa's the only one that said yes there. All right. Is the Witch's Road mentioned? And I believe it is by team, right? Correct me if I'm wrong in the chat. I'm pretty sure it was mentioned, though. We'll come back to that if I'm wrong. So I'm no, Skyworks Academy's no, everybody else is yes. They get a point. All right. Is the hex mentioned? I don't believe the hex was mentioned. You guys think on that. One of you guys will correct me. Come back to that. I don't think it was, though. Sword definitely wasn't mentioned. We all said no to that, so we all get a point. You think the Witch's Road in the song or theme song or the hex? Clarify that for me one. Ralph Boner makes an appearance. Skywalker's Academy, hilarious, said yes. Only one. Everybody else gets a point. And for some reason, I threw in your fill in the blank like before another question. Didn't even realize I did that. So, I'm going to skip by it. We'll come back to it. Does a witch use his or her power? I'm pretty sure. Does she fight with Rio in the first episode? Do we get her power there? What was in the theme song? The Witch's Road? Or the Hex? I'm pretty sure Rio uses. No, did Rio? Yeah. Rio used her powers like with the blood thing. So everybody gets a point. The Witch's Road got mentioned. Okay. No Hex, though. Definitely not. Okay, answer yes once. All right, let me go back to the Witch's Road. All right, we already situated that one. The Hex, pretty sure definitely wasn't mentioned. So one for me, one for Skywalker, one for Santa. Yeah, I don't think they specifically mentioned it either. All right. Is there a flashback? We got none. So Santa's the only one that said no to that. Yeah, I'll show you what questions I got lined up. We can edit too. I'm flexible there because I was just kind of going with it. Thought we might get some kind of mention, Jimmy Woo. We'll hold out hope for that one. But no's get the point here. So everybody gets a point, but Skyworks Academy. All right. And did I fill everyone out? Yes, I did. All right. So our fill in the blanks. I said Agatha believes she is a detective. Just kind of went off the trailer, assuming that would be the first episode. So, I'm supposed to make another column for that. Like, wait, I really gotta get on the ball here. So we'll go with one there. I think if I put it in there, it'll give a point too. Let's find out. Show me with 7. If I go back, no, that didn't work. All right, son of a bitch. Dude, I'm striking out here. You know what I'm just gonna do? You guys seen it? It's on here. All right, that works. All right, Agatha finds her way out of the Westview make-believe world. Yeah, pretty much. She snapped out of her spell, so we'll give you the point there. First new footage is Agatha and her normal life. First new footage? Oh, like not in the trailer? Daniel Fisher, way to like make the most like confusing answer ever, dude. Skywalker, what do you think of this one? Does he get a point? See how bad he's doing. You know what? Considering how screwed up this week was, yeah, sure, you can have a point. I don't even care. That's a no? You're giving yourself a no? All right. Fine. I was about to give it to you. Agatha sews a dude's mouth shut with magic. Santa, who are you talking to? So I get what he's saying, and he's actually referencing the second episode where Teen goes to talk, and then he gets like the spiral of the cursive writing on his mouth. But yeah, she didn't do that, unless at least we don't know she did it, and that was in the second episode. So no point for Santa. My wife just didn't even care what this was, apparently. Ducky Momo, Witch's Smooch. So he was looking for some action. Pretty sure that did not happen. All right, and this actually wasn't as bad as I thought it would be. So basically, what we're looking at for the first episode is me with 8, Skywalker Academy with 7, Daniel Fisher with 9, Santa with 11. This guy's just born for these games. And then my wife with 10. So Santa's got the lead for now. I'm going to have to tally these up later. Let's take a look at the next episode. What do we need this view on? They say like full screen. Yeah. Froze it there. All right. Was Wanda mentioned in the second episode? Help me out with this one because I do not remember. I think she was. I'm pretty sure she was mentioned in like both episodes. And the only person that hurts is Ducky Momo. Skywalker's Academy, he put his in late. So, yeah, we ain't giving it to him. Do we get 5 for something not spoiled? I don't know. Santa get way too complicated with this. I'm just keeping it basic. So 1 to yeses. We'll see. We'll play along, see what Skywalker's Academy would have got. And again, both of these, nothing reference for either one. So no's get the point. I thought that was going to be a way better question. So we're getting rid of those for the next week. Does Rio show up? She was in the second episode too, right? I'm not crazy there. I'll wait for you guys to answer me on that one. Westview Citizen, yeses are going to get the point. Any word? Rio in the second episode? I can't remember if she was. I'll end up Googling it if you guys can't remember. Does Agatha create a coven? I said no, but she does. So yeses are going to get it. That's Star Wars Santa. Skywalker's Academy would have gotten it. Skywalker's Academy, man. I don't know how you're doing that. They actually got like an awesome bundle right now with Disney Plus, Hulu, and Max for $30. So it's almost like normal prices for it. They all were. She leaves before the Salem 7 show up. Yeah, I don't remember if she shows back up. I feel like just saying yes, but I'll double check it. So Witch's Road mentioned. Yes, over and over again. So yeses get it here. Fisher. Santa. Hex mentioned. Pretty sure still wasn't. So no's get the point here. Sword mentioned. Everybody gets a point. Thank God there's not like 20 people doing this because I need to remember how to do that. No to Hex. Again, they talked around it pretty much, yeah. Jimmy Woo. No, everybody gets another point. That's another gimme point. Does a witch use her powers? I mean, technically they all do because they conjure up the road, right? So yeses get the point. Skywalker's Academy. Is there a flashback? No flashbacks. So no's get the point here. Ralph Boner, another give me question. All right, let's see. Fill in the blank. This time I did it right somehow. I don't even understand. Agatha realizes she's under a spell. I'm too late on that one, so no point for me. Yeah, but they use like their combined powers as witches. And then remember, she even tells them to like blast her because like they're starting to kind of conjure them up. And actually, the clairvoyant one is basically using her powers too. I do need another column in. All I've been doing is just getting rid of this with a number. Coven isn't formed, but most of the central cast appears forms. Yeah, it formed, man. Wu was powering up to possibly attack Agatha. Yeah, something like that. There's a couple of them. Agatha sews a dude's mouth shut with magic. So again, he just went with it. Who are you talking to, Santa? Should I give him the point for this one? Because I mean, it seems like there's some kind of we don't. No, I can't because we don't know if that's Agatha's actually doing that, like a spell she put on herself or him or somebody else put it on her. I'm gonna say we got to go no because we don't know who's doing that. You know. And she doesn't really have any magic right now. Someone gets dead. Anybody die? I don't think they did. Skyward Academy, I just remembered. She thought it was the team getting sewn by yeah. All right, so Santa just running away with it. So that's nice, you know. What is this? At least like Momo's not going crazy. All right, so far we got. Let me just make a tally for each one. So for me, 7 here, 8 on this one. And then Daniel Fisher at 9 on the first one. So you were pretty consistent, 9 and 9. Believe Santa had 11 and 11. Yep. And then Skywalker's Academy. Oh, Ducky Momo first. 7 on the first one. He was pretty consistent as well. So Skywalker's Academy would have had. He would have had 7. 15. No, 15. Okay. So what we can do here. I'm just going to put that down here just so it doesn't go in the totals. And what I can do is remember how to do this part, but not the cool part. Boom. All right. So this column right here, it's our total over both weeks. So what we're looking at is, oh shit, what did I do here? All right, that didn't work. Did not work the way I thought it would. Doing everything the hard way. All right. So I got 15. Daniel Fisher's got 18. Santa killing it with 22. Ducky Momo with 14. Skywalker Academy, fortunately, with 8. And then my wife actually is missing on here. She's got a total of 10. Is that what I want to do? That Q? Oh, yeah, you're right, Skywalker Academy. I screwed that all up. I'll get better. I really promise. I'm so bad. All right, so this is what we're looking at. You're right. Didn't even think about that. Damn. All right. Yeah, man. Santa in the lead. Daniel Fisher not too far behind him. I still got a chance. I'll have to post that up. Let's see. Be cool if I could like hide that, but We'll figure it out. Figure out a way to make it look good. There we go. I can just post a screenshot of that. Yeah, I hear you. As soon as you typed it, I realized what I should have done. Math and spreadsheet. I think that's why I hate spreadsheets so much. It's all just like math and formulas and stuff. All right, that's where we're at. And let's jump in to the form I have for this next week. All right, so the basics, your name. I'm going to leave this Wanda mention in there. I think that'll still be relevant. And then I also kind of thought we'd take something out of the Star Wars playbook. Is a human character killed, right? Easy enough question. They're going to be all on that road. We don't know if they're all going to survive or not. So we'll roll with that. Then I was thinking, is Teen's speech censored from Agatha? Maybe like in any way. We'll be lenient on that one because like I think you guys get the gist of what I'm saying. Like, does he go to talk to her again about his background and she just can't hear it from some reason? That's what we're really looking for with that question. All right. And then does Rio show up? We can leave that one in there. Is this hard to see too? Do I need to zoom in on this? Let me see. I'm on a Mac, so I can't just like do it the normal way. You guys see this one or no? Oh, here we go. A little bit better. Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Yeah, I should be able to see it perfect now. All right. Does Rio show up? And then I figured, does a Westview Citizen cameo? We'll roll with that for a week or two, see if it ends up being a gimme question. Let me see. What are you saying here? If he goes to say his name again, bleep. Yeah. Keep that in there. Now you can read it barely. All right. That works. Oh, you guys are a little bit behind me, I'm guessing. All right. There's a Westview Citizen cameo. So we're going to keep that in there. And then, and like I said, if it gets to be just dumb after a week or two, like they're clearly not showing up, you know what? It's a Westview Citizen besides this heart cameo. By Westview Citizen, we're meaning somebody from. Exactly. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. We're going to cut her out of that. So somebody besides her that we recognize, because they're all technically Westview citizens, but somebody that we recognize from WandaVision. That's what we're looking for with that answer. All right. Maybe I'll even get more specific. Yeah, we'll go with that. Maybe. Gotta get something. All right. And then the next one I went with, do we get a reference or parody of a horror movie show? So if we get through like 2 episodes in a row and they do this each time, I don't know. This might be a bad question, but I was just kind of pulling at strings here. It's really hard with the show because it's almost like WandaVision. We don't totally know what's going on. Like we know they're going on this witch's road, but we have no idea what that entails. This is all like uncharted waters, So we'll roll with this one, see if they pull that out. I got a feeling they might just do it every episode, so it could be a gimme question, but maybe they don't. So we'll find out. And then another one I thought of was, does Mrs. Hart use magic? I'm kind of interested in that. Is she like some kind of hidden character? Like, why is she even there? They're calling her like a green witch. So we'll figure out. Then I was thinking of another one. That's going to be, do we see the Salem 7? So we got them in episode 2. There's a literary reference, heavy spoilers auto alluded to. I'll probably go check his video out after this. I usually do, but I just didn't get to it this week. And then I figured we leave the Jimmy Woo in this episode in there. It could be like a no answer every week until the end and still be one, but I figure why not? And then does a witch use her powers? I figure that's probably important too. Like I said, we'll roll with it every week. This will be fluid. I figure we'll leave the flashback one in there too. It's probably relevant. You got characters from a previous show, so it's always a possibility. Do Westview citizens have residual magic connection because of being in the hex? That's a. I wonder about that too, actually. All right, Ralph Boner make an appearance. Could be an automatic no every week too. And we got the fill in the blank. So really, I had one more here, and I was trying to just figure out what to do here. That would be a good weekly question, or at least the question for like this week and the next. Like I don't mind mixing it up and throwing in like different stuff. So I don't know. Let me show me your worst in the chat. And I'm kind of trying to think here too. And I'll come back to that in a minute. But I also want to talk about today, guys. Let me get out of this for a second. I want to talk about the Penguin, because this show like surprised me in a good way. I mean, making it through the Batman was a rough thing to do. Like, I don't think I looked at my clock that many times, or my watch that many times in the movie theater, like in forever. Granted, I didn't fall asleep like I did during Nope. Instead of Boner, let's have Teen's name reveal. Yeah, we can do that. I'll throw that in there actually real quick. How about his team's identity revealed? We'll do that. All right. So, yeah, I saw the Batman, and I remember, like, I don't remember if I heard going into it or not that was Colin Farrell playing Penguin. But even just like the small amount of time he got in that movie, I was like, damn, that was cool, you know? And then I hope you guys watch the show, because it's like Sopranos meets Gotham, and I was loving it. Like, I was glued to my television set the whole time. Like, I don't know, I don't want to compare it too much to Sopranos, but like it's got that vibe, you know? Like, I'm not saying it's like as good of a show as that, but it's definitely like every single second of that show, I was glued and locked into. I was loving it. So we're definitely going to talk about that like going forward. I really got to get back into making some shorts and jotting my ideas down and doing that kind of thing. But baby steps here. Baby steps, guys. Polyel Brick Witches Road. Penguin was fun, man. The ratings didn't hold up. I haven't been following that. I just, I've kind of been finding myself lately like veering away from like listening too much to like YouTubers and influencers tell me about like what's popular. So you stop and think about it. It's like, are you telling me like what to think? Like I kind of like just going into things blind and then not caring about like how well it's doing. I mean, granted, it is cool to like jump onto like YouTube and like listen to other people that are enjoying things or not liking things sometimes, even just talk about them. But when we got to start getting into the numbers about how every show's doing and how popular it is, it's like, dude, if I like it, I like it, I don't know. Go off on a rant there. What are you saying down here, Daniel? Daniel Fisher. And Agatha calls each of the other witches the archetypes of the characters that traveled with Dorothy. Sky walking through Neverland did a video with both mixes. Pretty cool. Interesting. Yeah, man. Not gonna lie, I haven't been in YouTube land like I used to be. I think I'm growing up. But it's also football season too. So I'm listening to a lot of Bears podcasts and stuff with the NFL. Scotty Hawk and James Resley were on Digital Caricature talking about Jesus, man. You guys are throwing. I should just bring you guys on the show. You take this on. Funny story with this, my new Yeti, right? I thought it was gonna be really cool to like get my custom logo on there. Except I got it green. I don't know if you can tell. So my green screen Yeti right here. Yeah, I mean, I think it's kind of cool. Like that show kind of surprised me. And even if the ratings were down for that first episode, don't underestimate word of mouth. You know, I think the word will get around. It's an HBO show too, so sometimes maybe it's a little bit slower for people to get onto. I can see that show start to do numbers though and pick up because it's really well done. Like anybody, I can't imagine somebody that's actually watched that coming out and saying like this is terrible, horrible show. Like, no, it's really well put together. Yeah, I hear you, man. Might have to start bringing you on here. Give me some more stuff to talk about. Definitely got to get some more people on some of the old crew, old homies I used to talk to about this stuff. I tried to hit up Sheev actually to get him in here, but I don't know if he was busy or how's his back is or his torso is doing after that accident. Still, I don't know how much he's been active, but yeah, I mean, we got this going on. This is a fall lineup right now. Actually, with the Penguin being added into like this like weekly like menu we got for shows now, like Agatha and Penguin. Not too bad. Not a good or not a bad comrade for the week, you know? Like we got that, and then I think what are we gonna have? Like next couple shows coming up are gonna be like Spider-Man Freshman Year or Friendly Neighborhood Spider-Man, the animated one, and then we're gonna have Skeleton Crew. So that might hopefully that surprises at least one of those shows, and you know, it's fun. I do see Sheep playing. I just don't know. I feel like if he's doing that, he's probably more relaxed. It's probably not weighing on him as much. So I'll have to hit him up. We'll get him on here eventually. I think he just knows if I get him on here once, I'm gonna want him here all the time. No, man, we gotta get back in the game. We're doing it nice and slow, getting this prediction game going. Maybe I'll try to make like try to get more active in the chats around some of the streams I was watching. Problem with Star Wars though is like even like hanging out watching Star Wars Santa, like there's just not a lot. I don't feel like there's a lot going on, you know? We're waiting for that one show and then what? Like it's really hard to just be like a only Star Wars content creator. You start running out of things to talk about. Like Sheev's just all about Outlaws. That's all he's really got to go on. I don't blame him. Skeleton Crew. Yeah, anybody remember when the War of Rahim? No idea, man. No idea. Did you guys see the you catch the trailer for Thunderbolts this week though? I think it was yesterday. That trailer was sick. I was not even that interested in that movie, and I just watched that and I was like, this is amazing. So maybe I gotta start putting some stuff out about that. Thunderbolts looks really, really good. I'm really excited about Captain America. And I think I don't really see once we get past this show, and this show, Agatha, honestly wasn't that bad. Like I feel like I thought in my head I built it up to be like way worse, and it wasn't too bad at all. So I'm yeah, he really is. David Harbour is hilarious. I'm kind of like just going with the flow with Agatha, seeing where it goes. And I still got that prize here. It looks like it's gonna be Santa's prize as of right now. So I'm leaving it right in the box with all these little like styrofoam candy corn, whatever you call it, and wrap it up and just send it out to whoever wins. Oh, I got to get on getting like some merch done too. There's not like too many of us too, so hopefully not everybody whoops my ass, and there's just a couple of you, and I'll try to send out merch to whoever. Pellets, Trev, what's going on? I haven't seen you in ages. Jump in the prediction game, man. I'm going to actually let's go back to this. Let's go back to this. Trying to find the best view here. Got to figure out one more question, if not just drop one. So this is what we're looking at. Once more, Wanda mentioned is a human character killed? Is teen speech censored from Agatha in any way? Does Rio show up? Does a Westview citizen besides Mrs. Hart, but from WandaVision cameo? Haven't watched it yet? Okay. Get on it, Trev. Not out till tomorrow night. So even though you're a couple episodes behind, you could probably still beat me. I'm not doing that hot. Does a Westview citizen besides her? Do we get a reference or parody of a horror movie or show? Does Mrs. Hart use magic? Do we see the Salem 7? Do I need another question? Is the Darkhold? Hey, that is a good one. Did they mention it in the first two? Like at least once, right? That might be just an automatic no, though. I don't know. Think about that. Title was going to be Darkhold Diet. That is true. Yeah, you know what? Screw it. That could be the next one. Good job. Good job by you, guy. Got our last question in here. Cool. That spreadsheet's ready. All right. I'll post this up in a couple places. I'll put this form in the description to this video. So like give it a few minutes after I'm finished. Might not be a given every week. I feel some episodes might be character. Yeah. I'm going to put it in the descriptions for this video. I'm going to post it in the Discord. And yeah, that's where you can find. Oh, I'll put it in like a community tab too. So everybody will have like about 24 hours or so to get this done. And if this doesn't go too shaky, then I'll actually post it up. Like the only reason I really held back is because I feel like the questions for the first two episodes were just like all over the place. They just didn't work very well going into next week. Excuse me. Will it be like one episode or like 2 or 3 or 4? It's just going to be one episode for them. I think you're still asking me. I don't know what you're talking about. I don't know, whatever. All right, so let's do this. Link, shorten, copy. I can take this out of here now. I'm going to put it in the Discord right meow. Actually, the Discord in the video description should be Good enough, huh? I think so. What are we looking for? Agatha all along. Spoilers. Boom. Little shout out. That's done. Let's actually just go into this YouTube one. Hit it up now. So getting a lot. Are you just going on a Wizard of Oz tip right now, guys? All right, you should look and be able to see the you should be able to see the form in the description for this video now if you refresh it. But yeah, I'm just talking all about Wizard of Oz right now. All right, guys. So yeah, like I was saying, hang in there with the show. Haven't done anything to really mess it up yet, in my opinion. Trev, jump on it. Skyworks Academy, find a way to watch it. Watch The Penguin because I'm loving that show. And I don't know what else is coming out in the movies soon. I'm gonna have to take a look at that and see if there's anything worth doing the live drive home for. I'm gonna have to. My homework is to get onto a merch site and get that ready for you guys in preparation at the end of the show. Agatha, what do we got here? What are you saying? What's this? Agatha says that one of the coven was afraid, one didn't have a heart, and one didn't have a proper mindset. Ah, yeah. True that. Yeah, whatever, guys. We're talking about a witch show. That's what we're doing. What we do now. But coming up on an hour here, and I don't have any super chats to review, so I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I told you all where to find the form, so fill it out. Only one this week, not too hard. Beetlejuice, damn, I haven't seen that yet either. Oh wait, did Joker 2 come out already too? Damn, I'm gonna have to go to the movie theater. All right, stay tuned for that. Might be some more like short videos in the ride home coming soon. Gladiator 2 too. Oh Jesus. Okay. Yeah, I gotta get my shit together. Gotta get it together. All right. Anyway, guys, I'm gonna head out of here. Enjoy the episode. Since it's only one episode tomorrow night, possibly I'll jump on afterwards. Don't hold your breath though. But it's possible. We could possibly do it. Good seeing you guys. Good seeing you, Daniel Fisher, Skyworks Academy, Trev, whoever else is out there in YouTube land watching along. Appreciate it. Keep on doing it. Fill out your forms on time. Peace. Oh, wait a minute. I said peace and we didn't even get this going. Hold on, guys. Here we go.
Leave the gun.